Time to peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Happy Halloween and welcome to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Nothing scary about this matchup. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Longhorns, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
When I look at this visiting team, they've made some strides climbing into the top 10. They're not done yet, trying to continue in the right direction.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Gay in at the 3, the small forward. And for Texas, and it's Gatling in at point guard. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
Here's Gatling, up top Durant. Pass to McCarty, just 5 on the clock. Launches it. Anderson pulls it down.
That was a quick foul spot there. The refs are
Wilson Chandler. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Gay. Fires from 14. And the shot is good off the backboard.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Inside. And it's flushed down.
Defensive foul. Dwayne.
I tell you, a little extra
First
pressure on
personal
D
foul.
when you're up against a point
Second
guard
team
who can
foul.
elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, show him how dynamic
shot.
a weapon he is for this offense. They feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Really left him alone that time. Gatling's got his second basket of the night.
And that's what they want to do. Hit him open looks early.
Gay connects from downtown.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out. Brings it.
Pass to Durant from deep. Flips the pass. On the break. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
4 straight hoops. Ideal start for them.
For Texas, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Gatling's got 8.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
For Texas, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. He with the rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Attacking the rim with power. Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with the dunk right back.
Coaches loving the ball.
And check out a 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year.
Just so efficient from downtown last season. The threes are a big part of this team's offensive game plan.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 9 points in the game.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Now a timeout called by Texas. Texas trails by 6.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Gatling passes to Durant. He with the rebound. 7. Pass to Exum. It's a three-pointer. Exum's got 5.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Gatlin, give him 8, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to King. Oh, it's stolen away. In transition. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Got all 8 shots to go. Red hot. Fires high post. And the jumper is good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Gatlin. He's got 10. 1:36 left to play in the first. Slams it home.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Exum gets the bucket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Off target. Now to push the lead to double digits. For 3, Durant. He drops it for range. He's got 7.
Scoring well this quarter. Picking up steam as he goes.
That was good.
The big story thus far, how well they shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Texas trails by 8. They set the screen. Gatlin passes to Durant. And the 3 off target.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And the layup is good off the glass.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And Texas has possession.
While they will be regarded as the better team, they actually lost the season series last year. Of course, matchups play a big part in that.
Yeah, sometimes matchups do, but I don't think they're interested in looking at that. They want to come back strong and show they're the better team.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Longhorns. Bayless. Daniels.
Daniels outside.
Away team foul.
These are his first free throws of the
Second
game.
personal foul.
Their last game,
Second
he
team
really
foul.
distinguished himself at the free throw line.
At the
Matter
line
of
for
fact, a lot of his
Texas.
points came from this strike. He was feeling it.
2 shots.
Both free throws good for Daniels.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
That's the
First quarter, a one-sided game so far. They're up by 10. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
That is simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic
Away
passes.
team foul.
Bayless in at the center position.
Personal foul.
And it's Exum
First
in at
team
the point.
foul.
And Clark, whether we're comparing
At the line
players
for
or
your
voting for the
Longhorns.
annual awards, defense is a factor that is often undervalued.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, we love to see people score in a variety of ways. We'd like to see that offensive skill set on display. But, you know, defensive stats are critically important, but not as easy to identify and count, but yet, and still, it's half the game, so you can't overlook it.
And it's slammed in by Durant. Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Durant's gotten 5 shots to fall in 8 tries. That's 3. Lets the 3 fly. Look it. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
The shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on it.
Here's Durant. Nails the wide open shot. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
Interesting choice going for the fadeaway. An unnecessary flourish in that case.
The steal. And they're on the break. Picked it. On the wing, Daniels. Outside Durant. Tries the spin move. And Durant with the big finish.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be different. Game changing, momentum shifting, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Gatling passes to Durant. Now Daniels. They swipe it. There's the shot. And it goes. Jam that one home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Got 3 or 4 field goals in the second quarter. Texas with a rebound.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Here's Durant. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Right wing. Puts up a 3. Sinks the tray. He's got 25.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Picked his pocket. Stolen by Anderson. Going inside. He makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Durant. Deflected.
2 minutes remaining.
Gates not as good. Gates got 8.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas.
Timeout called by Texas. A minute 58 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Gatling. He's going to Jackson. Gatling misses.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see ridiculous figures, for example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game.
Allie, thanks for the report.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer, man.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Durant with the bucket.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
Pass to Gate. Here's Exum.
personal foul. First team foul.
There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Anderson can't get it to go. Texas trails by 13. Now Durant. He's got 26. No good there. Off the double clutch.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Here's Gatlin. He's got 10. So we conclude the first half. 15. No goal away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Things will tighten up here in the second. And it's Chandler at the free slot.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Texas trails by 17. And it's Yee in at the 4. Gatlin passes to Durant. Here's Gay. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Assist goes to.
He's got 12 points in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Clock at 6. Durant's shot is off. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Away
Really
team
like the
foul.
start here. Great aggressiveness, great hot
Personal
start this
foul.
half.
First team foul.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And rejected. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The first free throw is good. He does not get the second one. And Texas has possession. Pass to Gatlin. Oh, it's stolen. Here we go. Guarded by Durant. And the shot good. Give him 39.
Timeout. A great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Now a timeout called by Texas.
On the court,
Last year, the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense.
Their defense led to offense, and no team was better at forcing miscues and capitalizing at the other end.
And the ball ends up out of bounds.
And
they retain possession. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected cam?
They're really struggling with turnovers.
6 points given away on miscues. They can't afford many more if they're going to cut into this lead.
And the three-pointer goes. He's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Here's Durant. Nice shot from the wing.
He's giving them a start because he can't win this game all by himself.
And out of bounds. Texas will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
For Texas, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Another steal. Pass to Gay. Uses the glass on the layup.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Durant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
In their previous game, he simply
Taking
couldn't
2
miss
shots
from the line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe.
Free throws good from Durant. And both free throws good for Durant. He's gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. And that one drops for him. Gay's got 4 points this quarter.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Gatling. Nails it from 3.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Got 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top. Count the basket. Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
And Texas has possession. Up top, Durant.
2 minutes
Releases.
in the second. 2
He
minutes.
gets hauled in by Exum. Exum's got 5 rebounds in the game.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Yeah, he's like a one-man band out there, dialed in and on the attack.
There's a minute 34 left in the third. That shot wide open. Durant's got 32 points in the game.
He's doing a heck of a job, and his offense is keeping them afloat.
And they get it back.
Longhorns foul. Carroll. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Second chance shot. Shot's blocked. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Texas with a rebound. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Durant.
Away team foul. Excellent. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Durant. He's got 34. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Durant's got 10 points here in the second half.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up. He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
And Texas has possession. Here's Gatling. He's got 13. Durant, pass to Carroll. Up in time. At the end of the fourth quarter, Houston's lead. This one may have already been decided. Delivering the blowout. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision, when you put the ball in the absolute perfect spot, that's how you orchestrate it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Stranger things have happened. And it's Durant in at the 2. Nice move. Blocked. Here's Chandler. On the wing, Durant. Of helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. It's quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is and he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. And the baseline jumper goes down. Durant's got 38 points.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Misses in close. For Texas, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Yee with the rebound. Yee's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They're benefit and credit. They've cut down on the miscues here in the second half.
They're going to win, so he should keep relax.
Substitution for the away team. Number 12.
To the inside. Durant. Gay with a rebound. Gay's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's going through a bit of adversity right now. They really need him to pick it up.
Exum gets the bucket.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The kick to Durant. There's the rejection.
He's hit a rough patch for sure. Spirit. They need more from him.
And out of bounds. Texas will have it. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now.
Away team ball.
On Tuesday, and then on Tuesday, here's Exum. Here's Anderson. And down it goes. 2 points.
When the shot goes up, he is not a guy you want to lose track of. Boy, that's a nice play right there.
Outside Durant. Jacks up a 3. It's tipped. And he stays with it. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Matherin. And again, no good by Texas.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shot, that lead's going to expand.
Many of the new
Personal
rules
foul.
help unlock
First team
offenses.
foul.
Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, BA. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor. Since halftime, they've really turned up defensively.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the Connected Cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Gatling passes to Durant. Shoots over Matherin. Pull that shot a little less. The bounce goes his way, though. Durant's got 40 points. Score that basket. His 8 out of 9 shots here today.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Matherin with a steal. Here's Exum driving inside. Texas with a rebound. Gatling's got his 5th rebound in this one. From 13, Durant with the bucket. Durant's got 42 in the game.
Well, he he's effective in that medium range area.
Pass to Exum. Here's Gay. Exum outside. Matherin passes to Exum. No good on the triple. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Longhorns. Durant draws the double. They shoot again. That one comes for. Durant's got 44.
This guy has been wreaking havoc out there the last couple games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here. And boy, I really admire his energy.
And they'll keep possession. Carroll, pass to Durant. And the call will be against Benedict Matherin. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Durant for three. It's hauled in by Exum. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Man, we have to take another look at that block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Here's Texas with the ball. Here's Durant. Drives to the hoop. There's the block. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort. They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road,
At the line
very
for two.
satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Durant. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Matherin. Takes the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll
That's
stretch
the
out
end
this
of the
lead.
game.
And so it's a victory for the road
We'd like to
team in
thank
this one.
everyone for coming out
A
and supporting your
statement
team.
road
Please
victory.
make sure you
So
get home
impressive.
safely, and we'll see you
Statement
next year.
indeed, BA. It was an enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And time now for our player of the game.